What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video with Brooke and Mom. Do you like doing this with me? Yeah, so Brooke and I are coming at you again with another fun and super easy and affordable craft, Christmas craft. Great for teacher gifts, friends, family, or even yourself. Brooke, you want to show them what we're going to make?
This is our candy cane wreath.
Candy cane wreaths.
It's made out of 20 candy canes, and on the middle is a ornament that we got from Walmart, and we just glued it up there.
Yeah, so these are really cute. These are, like she said, these are Christmas ornaments from Walmart. And it was a pack of 4. Like this one says, "Let it snow." And this one just has Santa. There was different other ones too.
Merry and Bright.
Yeah, Merry and Bright. And then the one that we put on this one is Ho Ho Ho. And isn't that the cutest? And then we, I got some ribbon, as you can see, right there. And we just attach the ribbon and you can hang it. And it's really cute. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go over top the table here and show you how to do this, because Brooke actually made one already. Brooke, do you want to show them the one we made?
I have a pink one.
Okay. Okay, so here's the one that Brooke made. And the difference between the two is, first of all, she has a slightly different ornament style in hers. And it works fine. But
mine's glued so much.
It is glued a lot. And out of trial and error, I figured out a way to kind of hide the glue. Hers, we're just going to keep hers because it is something that she still made. Be careful. It looks like it's kind of falling apart here. But we're going to still keep hers. You can see a lot of the glue. So, but it's cute.
Wrapper.
Yeah, but it's cute. So we're going to keep it. So I'm going to show you, just because of trial and error, like I said, a little bit cleaner way to make these candy canes stay together and kind of hide the glue, because obviously we don't care what the back looks like, right? Alright. Alright, so let's go over top. Alright guys, so here we are. Now, for demonstration purposes, you know, if you can find some candy canes that are not cracked, you know, obviously that's better. But for this one, we have just a few of them that were cracked, and it may not make a difference anyway, but anyway, yeah, just try to get the ones that are not cracked, obviously. This is all we have left because we've already made 2. And like I said, you need 20 of these. So what I like to do is I'm going to take them all out of the box here. Brooke, what are you doing? She's sitting here eating candy canes herself. She is eating candy canes herself. Don't eat those. These are the peppermint. So, is anybody ready for Christmas yet? We're not.
I cannot wait. It cannot come any faster.
I know. I am not ready. The kids have another week of school and then they're out. But anyway, okay, so what I like to do is kind of go ahead and pre-put this together, if you will. Because sometimes the candy canes are not exactly perfect. Look at that one, Brooke. And that one is not flat. We might have to get another broken one to replace that one.
Oh my gosh.
We'll see. I know it doesn't lay flat. So you definitely want to, and see how these don't line up perfect.
I wonder how candy canes are made. Question of the day: how are candy canes made? Oh, look, the wrapper's ripped.
Oh yeah. Okay, grab another one, broken one that's less broke. But anyway, so here's what I'm doing. I am going around here and kind of pre-assembling it, because we want to make sure that
there's no other one that's not broken. Oh, you could glue it. We could
glue it. Yeah, we could glue it. We could glue it. Yeah, we'll glue it. I don't advise you to glue these normally, because, you know, with the wrapper still on, people could still eat them. Unless you told whoever you gave it to, look, don't eat that candy cane. It's got glue on it. So, anyway. Alright. And so we're just going to go around here. Okay, so we're coming to the final part here where we're just kind of pre-assembling these. And it's tight. Once you get these set, what you want to do mainly is try to connect the tops of the hearts, like right here. See where my finger is? And then the centers will kind of come together. I know I said 20 candy canes, but I'm telling you, Brooke, it's looking like 18 is going to be fine for this one.
Alright. Let's do it.
It works. So yeah, and there you go. I've never run into that problem before. So that makes more sense for this one, just the size and the shape of these candy canes, to do, and I'm going to replace one of these broken ones, to do 18 instead of 20. And then we can kind of push them together closer into the center like so. And yeah. Okay, so the gluing technique. To keep all the glue on the back, we're going to assume what we're looking at is the back here, right? And everything looks pretty good, I would say, from here. And I'm going to start gluing. Like I said, we're not worried about the center as much. So right where we're at, I'm just going to start gluing the tops here.
Guys, I'm addicted to chocolate.
He is sitting here eating chocolate. So I'm going to go through this and do this. And we'll be right back. Alright guys, so I have glued around the tops of these like so, right? And I'm just letting those sit to get a little bit harder. And then what I'm going to do now is go into the center here, and where the bottoms connect, go ahead and glue those. They're still not connected, as you can see. I haven't actually connected them. But, you know, leave them laid out like this, definitely. So you end up with the symmetrical circle. Not one of them sticking up too much further than the other, if that makes sense. Alright, so I'm going to fast forward and we're going to glue the bottoms of these. Alright, so I have glued these bottoms and the tops now. I have not glued them actually together yet, so I will be doing that next. I'm just kind of letting them sit. See how the glue is still a little bit sticky. But, yeah, so let them sit here for a second and just make sure that all these are in place and it looks like a nice, good circle. Okay? Alright guys, so the bottoms are glued and the tops are glued, and I've let them sit for a little bit. Now I'm going to come in and go in and actually glue these pieces together. So, like I said, starting with this one, we want to put most of our glue to the back. I forgot one little one here. Because, you know, we don't care what the back looks like when it's hung. So really pile the glue in. Try to get it in between a little bit as well without it really pushing through the other side. And it's possible. Like I said, the other one that I did. But anyway, and then hold those together really good for just a couple seconds. And then moving on. We're going to do it here. I'm just kind of separate them a little bit and putting the glue down, letting it kind of fall in between the two slightly to where it's not really going to the front. And then sometimes you can even lift up and just really get that glue kind of moved around a little bit more and then hold it in place. You know, it all really depends. You want to make sure you definitely have good candy canes and they're not deformed.
Like ours.
Yeah, like ours. And I forgot that space too. I forgot some spaces. That's alright. The other thing that would be really cute is you could make these with the miniature candy canes as well. That would be really cute. And you could hang them on your tree as ornaments. I saw the little ones and I meant to grab a pack because I wanted to try them to see, but I'm sure it would work. Alright, so going through here, and I'm just going to fast forward it from here, you guys. Okay guys, so I have completed temporarily gluing, and I say temporarily because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back behind what I've already done and actually put a layer of glue here, just to kind of reinforce the back. Again, we're not too concerned, you know, what the back looks like, but we want to be sure that it does have enough glue that when you pick it up, it's not going to fall apart. Alright, so I'm going to do that and then we'll be right back after. Okay, so I've gone back and I've reinforced, and if you notice with glue sticks, you guys, they get these little stringy things. So once all your glue is dry, go back and you can clean it up. So yeah, I would let this lay for a good 5 or 10 minutes or so, because the glue really needs to set on these, because you're gonna have to pick them up and flip them over. So you really want to make sure that this glue has set into place before picking this up. You'll see it is a little bit flimsy, but it will flip over though. I'm just looking at some of my tips here, figuring, I better reinforce those a little bit as well. So just be generous with your glue. Be generous with it, but don't try to put too much to where it kind of seeps through the front.
Like I did.
Like Brooke did. Well, she actually glued the front and the back. She didn't know though. Which is fine. It's still cute, and it's, you know, the glue is clear, but I mean, you can see it. Alright, we're going to flip these over. Just want to make sure all your glue is dry so that when you do flip it over, it's not tacky. Try to lift it a little bit from the center and give it some support when you flip. Okay, because as you can see, it is a little flimsy. Alright. So now we're looking at the front of it, and it looks really good. And now we want a centerpiece. Brooke, you want to pick out which one?
Yeah.
Alright, so this is what we're going to use. It's Merry and Bright. And be sure that if it's any sort of writing or something like this, that when you center it, that you turn it where you know you're going to hang your ribbon to actually hang it. So anyway, very important. You don't want to put it the wrong way, and then your ribbon goes on, and then you got your centerpiece sideways. Alright, so again, I'm going to be generous with all the glue on the back of this. As you can see, there's some leftover saran here, and we're going to keep that there because it'll actually help adhesive this as well. So yeah, let me go ahead and put some glue on the back of that. And you got to be as quick as you can because obviously it dries on you, and then you can drop it like that. But that's alright, we got it. It dropped close enough. We're safe. And if you have a little spot there that's open, you know, that's alright. It's okay. It's going to be fine. And I'm just going to go in a little bit with glue, just kind of where I see you can use a little extra help. Alright, so now we're going to do our ribbon, and this is what Brooke has chosen. It says Merry Christmas, and it's green, so that'll be cute.
Christmas come faster.
Christmas come faster. And these, again, we did these in our sleigh,
Our candy
sleds. Kit Kat candy sleds. Anyway, this is $1 at Walmart. So here's our, if you're looking at it like that, so we want our ribbon on these two. So when we hang it, it will hang perfectly. Yeah, I'm terrible at bows. Anyway, alright, so that's good enough. You just want a little bit of a hanger of some sort. And now what I'm going to do to keep this bow in place when you hang it is I'm going to glue underneath of this ribbon here, just a little tiny, such a tiny little piece, you know, and then pull it, and then we know the glue will stay. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed our candy cane wreath project or craft or whatever. Let us know if you're going to try this out or do it, or if you've ever made them before. And be sure to like this video if you liked it. We are doing Vlogmas for all the way up until Christmas. So everything we post each day is Christmas related. You just never know what we might post. It might be a challenge, it might be a craft. Anything really. Anything Christmas related.
The world may never
So
know.
anyway, thanks guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, and we will see you tomorrow.
Mañana. Bye.
Bye.